So, good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing good, safe, and healthy. So, as you know, our channel's name is Indian Grad in Germany. I bring you the best podcast related to studying in Germany, related to industrial experts who are working in Germany, and the students who are working in Germany. So, today we have with us Ajinkya. So, yeah, before starting with Ajinkya, I would like to tell you all these days I'm checking my YouTube analytics and all. So many of you haven't subscribed to the channel. Like all of you are like viewing all my videos and all, but yeah, you're not subscribing. So yeah, there's a like strong request to you all. Like do subscribe to the channel, do like this video, and today's video will be full of motivation because I have with me like Ajinkya who is studying in Germany since like now 1.5 years, and he has that experience related to studying in Germany. And also Ajinkya has worked in India in few companies, and I know like his projects have won many many events or in many technical events as well as in many conferences. His project has won many awards at national, state, and international levels. So I think he is the best person here who can guide you related to everything, not just studying in Germany, but as well as working in different companies. Also, just tell us about everything related to internships and work student and part-time opportunities in Berlin, so that we'll get overall idea about what is the market, how are the opportunities, how much pay we get.
Beginning with the part-time job, which is very critical point for every student coming abroad. So I did not do part-time job for first 1 full year
Okay.
because what I thought is like I will be focusing on my studies first because that's the thing which will be fetching me a good job.
Right.
So I totally focused on my studies and I did not take any part-time job. So I cannot comment on searching for a part-time job. But yeah, regarding
Right.
work student, I can tell you some things which are mandatory to like mandatory requirements for work student. So first
Okay.
of all, you should have a good command over your German language in order to get a good work student in the field of your interest and which is connected to your field of masters. So it is
Okay.
very mandatory that you have a good command over German language and
We can
for
expect at least
application,
B1, right?
yeah,
B1, B2.
yeah, B1, at least B1, that too German level B1 and not
Yeah,
the one
German
which we
level.
do in
Not,
India,
yeah.
because the level which we do in India, let's say we do B1, it is equivalent to A 2.1 here.
Yeah, close to it, right? Hmm.
Yeah. So A2 basic you can say. The one which we do
Yeah.
B1 in India, it's A2 basic.
Hmm.
So German level of B1, and find your work student applications on LinkedIn, Indeed, Zing. So you have to
Hmm.
create profiles in these three applications, and you can find
Negative.
your work student there. Yeah,
Hmm.
and there are very less opportunities for English speaking guys. So it's better you brush up your German and then come here. That
Right.
is
Very
much more
important.
advisable from my side.
And now coming towards this, like internships, and also you can tell the pay between work student, part-time, and
Mhm.
internships if you have any idea.
For part time, you get a minimum pay of 9.73 euros per hour, so which
Okay.
is a
Mhm.
standard pay, can we can say. But yeah, generally on an average, you can earn 10 euros per hour in a part time. Whereas for
Okay.
work student, your pay differs from 15 euros to 25 euros. It depends on the organization you
Okay.
are getting your work
Mhm.
student in. Like one of my friend, he had got a work student in Lidl, which is a grocery shop, which is one of the biggest chain of grocery shop in Europe. So he
Right.
got a pay scale of 22 euros per hour. Whereas,
Wow.
yeah. So one of my another friend got a work student in one of the medical industries here, which supplies medical equipments. So he has got a pay scale of 10 euros and 53 cents per hour. It depends on the field you get work student in and obviously the company. Then for internship, you get a pay scale from 800 euros to 1600 euros. Yeah, per month. So it totally depends on your company, and it is your company's decision of like what pay scale they should give you. But if you generally go in multinational companies like BMW, Bosch, or maybe Daimler, maybe Volkswagen. Then they have a standard package of 1600 euros per month. Like it again depends. Like Bo- Bosch gives around 800 to 1200. Then
Okay.
Daimler gives you around 1600. Then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it
It
depends on
depends
the
on.
company. Yeah. So my
Okay.
company
And
gives me thousand euros.
okay.
During like when you get this pay scale, your health insurance and your social security amount is deducted from your salary.
Okay.
The taxes, student tax, like it is around
Mm-hmm.
9.45, I guess. I'm not sure about that, but around 9% you have your tax deductions, and then your
Mm-hmm.
social security amount is deducted, and your
Mm-hmm.
health insurance is deducted.
Okay. So this all things are deducted and the rest you get.
And then you get the salary. But at the since you're a student, you can claim your tax at the end of the year by filing the income tax returns, and
Okay.
you get all your money back.
Then that is good.
Yeah, that is good, but not in case of health insurance. Okay,
Okay,
health
that is
insurance
mandatory.
once it's gone, it's gone.
And also, like the company, do they support in terms of the semester ticket, like the transportation cost and all, or is it also deducted from our
Uh,
salary itself?
it depends on the terms and conditions in your contract.
Mhm.
Like in my contract, the company has stated that they will provide a bus pass for my local
Mhm.
trains.
So it
So it
depends from
totally
company to
depends on
company.
your contract what you make or what
Mhm.
company gives
So like this was your experience, and also like when you're working as an intern, how many hours you have to work a week?
you. Yeah, that's a nice question. But yeah, again, I would tell that it depends from company to company and the pay scale you get. Like for me,
Okay.
I work in PSH Hamen, that is Premium Stefan Hamen. So for me, I have 24 hours per week with a pay scale of 1000 euros. Whereas one of my friends from MBAE, he is doing his internship in L'Oreal, and he
Okay.
has to work for 38 hours a week with 1600 euro salary.
Wow.
So it
Yeah.
totally depends on your company and nothing
Right.
else. Like how
And
much they
also
want
like
you to
yeah.
contribute, and how much they want you to contribute,
Mhm.
and how much you can support them in their daily operations. It totally depends on that.
Talking about you, like, do you get some perks like in between, like breakfast or some tickets to like movie tickets or so, like as you're working, like or something like that in your internship?
Yeah, this was a good question. But if you work in startups, then you get these things. But if you work with like medium scale industries, you don't get any kind of stuff like that.
Okay,
I have no idea about multinational.
so this
But
is the
yeah, one of
thing
my
related.
friends who is working in a startup in
Hmm.
Munich, he has like he gets beer on every weekend, and he can have two meals in two particular restaurants in
Right.
Munich, free meals.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
Yeah.
if you compare it with me, I get free coffee, some cold drinks, yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's it.
So
Totally
yeah,
depends where
depends.
you get your internship.
So for how many months you have to work as an intern? Like, is it 6 months or 4 months?
Generally, it is 6 months.
Okay.
But yeah, there are two types: 3 months, 6 months. Like 90% times, it is 6 months contract.
After 6 months, you can't apply for that year again, right? Then, or you can't work again for that year, even as part-time or work student. Then, because for 6 months, your like
Yes, yes,
120 half days
exactly.
will be completed, and I think
Completed.
you can't work, right?
It's like, as I told, it depends on the working hours that company allots you. If your working hours are longer, then you complete your 120 half days and that's it. So you cannot work extra. Part time and all, yeah, better you calculate the days you work in and you
Mm-hmm.
note them down. You keep a good record of whatever you work as a part time or work student so that you don't exceed your permitted number of days or hours,
One of days.
because the government takes a legal action against those who exceed their working hours other than
Mm-hmm.
120 full days. So there is a strict action taken by government. You might also get deported to India because of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better you keep track of all the work you. Third point is like don't get demotivated by the salary that your colleagues or your friends get in their internship and you get in your intern, because there are times when they will get a good salary for their internship and you will get less than what you expected.
Right.
But further, if you look at some long term prospects of this thing, you might get a good job opportunity in that company and they might not.
Yeah, that
So
can happen, right?
yeah, so the scenario changes. So better, it's the most important point is like you get some exposure to German culture. So
Right.
take it in a positive way and be satisfied in whatever you have. That is what
Yeah.
I think.
How many applications you did for this internship? This is very important, I think. Students should know the figure.
Oh, quite a difficult question in this overall discussion. Yeah, I made approximately 150 applications, maybe. Yeah,
Hmm.
around 150 applications.
Got how
Yeah, after
many?
that, none of them, only one. Which I'm
Nah.
doing. It's better that you focus on your studies rather than focusing on part-time jobs, because
Right.
if you do so, you can earn good later on. Like you will
Hmm.
find your friends earning in part-time jobs, and then you will feel like, oh, I am not earning
Yeah.
anything. And
Hmm.
then later on, get diverted, from your
Hmm.
actual